Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the news. Let's have a look at the headlines. Government eases GHADC financial crisis, releases rupees 50 crore for salaries. Cabinet reviews centre's uranium notification. CM reaffirms Meghalaya's opposition to uranium mining. Nong Thamai MDC Winston Trainee Lingdo elected unopposed as new CEM of KHADC. And Meghalaya Police launches anti-terror squad to tackle terror threats. And now the news in detail. The government has stepped in to address the financial crisis of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma announced that rupees 50 crore will be released, rupees 24 to 25 crore from the council's tax share and rupees 25 crore as advance support to clear 12 months of pending salaries. The funds will be deposited into a special escrow account for salary payments, ensuring transparency. GHADC has also agreed to the appointment of an IAS officer as Principal Secretary, with the Deputy Commissioner acting as ex officio Principal Secretary.
And based on this subcommittee report, the the committee under the District Council Affairs Department has submitted to the state government and the cabinet today has decided to release in advance the share of the councils in their royalty, and with this they will be able to clear certain amount of backlog, approximately 12 months, and will be able to pay salaries on time. They will also accept the appointment of an IAS officer as Principal Secretary to the GHADC, and to overlook into the financial aspect in terms of the disbursement of the salaries, particularly of the District Council, and also to look into certain aspects of financial reforms. Also, it was agreed that the Council will be requested to open up an escrow account.
Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has reaffirmed the state government's firm opposition to uranium mining in Meghalaya. Reacting to a recent Union Environment Ministry notification that seeks to scrap public hearings for uranium projects, Sangma said the move raises serious concerns. He assured that the state will study the notification and, if needed, take up the matter with the centre. Sangma stressed that both the people and the government of Meghalaya stand united against uranium mining and pledge to protect the citizens' interests.
As a government, we have made our stand very clear that our people and our community and stakeholders, we have always stated, even as a government, that we are not in favor of mining of uranium. We are very, very, very clear on that. And we've made this statement very openly, and I'm making it open now also. And as and when required, I will take up the matter with Government of India at different levels and ensure that the interest of our people is protected.
VPP MDC from Nong Thamai, Winston Trainee Lingdo, was elected unopposed as the new Chief Executive Member CEM of KHADC today after the opposition chose not to field a candidate. KHADC Chairman Strong Pillar Kharjana announced the election during a special session. Addressing the House, Lingdo termed former CEM Shemborlang Renja's resignation a huge loss, praising his dedication despite health issues. Thanking his party, colleagues and the people of Nong Thamai, Lingdo pledged to serve with humility and responsibility.
Priorities kumba nadu kapor bila shimti bashem kumtu ila keren bat wilaya moviu tili kibanai alor ki kam gi bang wilaya trei di kajui ke party song ke party kadang dia kunju nak kalian kajongi ru kan long kunju nginya pendep ya ki kam gi basateng jongi bashem bat kalian dia kajongi kumba bangila kumbang itip ru nang di syakmat kan long ke besuk ke kongsan ingi menta kadai bat nginya bu jing doi kerpang bet ya ka ying kasem jing bashem kam tam ni bashem binyo anoi ka ko ya ka ba Pura but ke jenai.
Newly elected KHADC Chief Executive Member Winston Tony Lingdo has firmly rejected the state government's proposal to pay council staff salaries. He said both the executive committee and the party high command oppose the move. Lingdo urged the state to clear pending dues from mineral shares and provide a one-time financial grant to strengthen the council. The new CEM will soon submit the list of executive members to the governor for portfolio allocation.
Talada kasorkar kalong so serious sisha bakwa sisha bakan keniar ke keti kejing erap kejung ka syangi kejing kerpat kejung ke selong baik ai pelat ya ka share ka kapor ka bedai ke hasil district council haduk mentah ka padai ke sinking ship nani ka liang ke pelangam dan bakan ngam no henry ni kemit lenti baka sorkar lada kalong ka don shisha kata kami sih berjingkit kia shisha ikan ikan district council ini ya baru lai teli ke district council pelat je ki shares ki baka dai ban pelat ini kita ka lat ke lenti ke penginyo ban krong ki revenues ki jongi ke bedi hok shisha jong ke district council nak kalian jong ke party ban nak kalian ke jongi du stand ke jongi ke long shai na du kesni ke bastan na du kesni bading kom bangim pediang ya ka jing terwa.
Meghalaya Police has set up a dedicated anti-terror squad ATS to handle terrorism-related cases in the state. Inaugurating the ATS office, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tensong said the unit will focus on bomb threats, suspicious elements and preventing terror activities. DIG Davis N.R. Marak informed that the ATS created under a directive from the Ministry of Home Affairs will investigate, conduct operations and gather intelligence. Currently comprising 2 groups for jungle warfare and urban operations, the unit will be strengthened with more manpower, specialized training and advanced equipment.
ATS, you're talking about ATS, right? Anti-terror squad. Anti-terror squad is a dedicated team headed by the DIG. In case if there is any bomb threat, in case of there is any suspicious element anywhere in the state, this is the team who's supposed to take over and take the whole responsibility. We are as of today okay as far as manpower is concerned, but of course we will further strengthen this shortage of manpower.
We have SB which collects intelligence, etc. But there is a need for a specialized agency or a unit which will encompass all these activities and will focus only on a very specific topic of terrorism. This has been mandated by MHA to set up a very focused and a specific unit to look after all terrorism related matters, be it operations, be it intelligence collection, be it investigation, etc. And here I would also like to mention here that ATS will basically, as far as the operational group is concerned, there will be 2 groups. One will be dedicated specifically for jungle warfare and jungle operations, and 1 unit will be dedicated for urban operations.
As part of the ongoing Swast Nari Shashank Parivar Abhiyan, a special health camp was organized in Umulong CHC, West Jaintia Hills. Governor C.H. Vijaya Shankar praised the health department's efforts in providing free checkups, treatments and awareness under the ongoing initiative. He stressed the importance of early detection of cancer, tuberculosis, HIV and drug-related illnesses. The governor directed the department to prepare and distribute a comprehensive checklist on these issues to every household, strengthening preventative care and community awareness. He also urged people to make full use of the health camp and the SNSPA campaign.
I request to prepare a handbill by the health department. These are the issues. Cancer issue, TB issue, and particularly this drugs issue. You circulate it to each and every family in Meghalaya.
The Federation of All School Teachers Association of Meghalaya, FASTOM, continues its indefinite sit-in at New Law College Field, Tura, demanding the immediate upgradation of ad hoc schools to the deficit system. FASTOM President Munroy G. Moman said Commissioner Secretary Vijay Kumar Mantri met the protesting teachers on September 29th and assured he would take up their demands with the Chief Minister. He highlighted the plight of ad hoc teachers serving since 1953, receiving only fixed salaries despite decades of service. FASTOM urged the government to recognize their dedication and upgrade them like other category teachers.
Now see, if you look at the problems of the ad hoc teachers, like we have mentioned earlier, ad hoc teachers we are rendering our service since 1953. You just imagine, it is more than 70 years, 72 years. So still we are getting a very fixed salary. So that is what we feel is that is injustice to the ad hoc teachers.
Outgoing Chief Secretary D.P. Walang on Monday admitted that drugs remain a major challenge for the state. He said merely catching peddlers will not solve the menace. Walang stressed on a multi-pronged approach, highlighting the government's steps to increase rehabilitation centers. He added that lasting solutions lie in working closely with communities alongside enforcement.
Drug is a big problem, of course. It's one area in which we have tried a multi-pronged approach, whether it's from the police side to nab them. The anti-drug squad is already there, and we are hoping that by working together with the community, this problem will be resolved. Otherwise, just trying to catch hold of the drug peddlers itself is not a solution. We need a lot of counseling to be done, a lot of talking to the community, talking to the church-based organizations for counseling the victims.
RTI activist Riching Son Siangshai from Wapungskur has alleged undue delays in responses to his right to information applications. Since May 2025, he filed 3 RTI applications but received a reply only to the first one, while the other 2 remained unanswered. As mandated by the RTI Act, replies must be given within 30 days. With no response, Siangshai filed his first appeal before the Deputy Commissioner of East Jaintia Hills, but claims he has yet to receive any reply or communication on his appeals.
I have filed 3 RTIs in regards to the functioning and other related information of the District Selection Committee of East Jaintia Hills. For the first information that I filed, I have received the information. Whereas for the second and third RTI, I waited till the end of the 30 days to receive the information. But I did not receive them within the stipulated time, which made me to make a first appeal to the first appellate authority on both the occasion, which is for the second and third RTI. Until date, I have not received any communication from the first appellate authority.
Marking Mahasaptami celebrations, Chief Electoral Officer Dr. B.D.R. Tiwari unveiled Shri Bindu, the annual souvenir of the Hattat Colony Durga Puja Committee. The release ceremony, attended by Darbar Shnong members and devotees, highlighted cultural vibrancy, unity and devotion. With the unveiling of Shri Bindu, the Puja Committee reaffirmed its commitment to preserving heritage and strengthening community bonds through the grand festivities.
इस कमेटी के जो कर्ता धर्ता हैं, जिन्होंने पूरी मेहनत की है, हम सभी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं और बधाई देते हैं। माँ का कृपा ऐसे ही बना रहे और इस तरह सब लोग आकर के माँ का ब्लेसिंग मिले, माँ का आशीर्वाद मिले, शांति से पूजा पाठ, सबका घर में खुशहाली रहे। और बहुत ही सुंदर जो सोवेनियर आप लोगों ने निकाला है, पूरी कमेटी को, सारे लोगों को मेरी ओर से बहुत बहुत साधुवाद, शुभकामनाएं, पुनः पुनः बधाई।
A total of 146 trainees were felicitated at the Kia East Community Hall under a program by Greta Solutions Training Academy sponsored by the Meghalaya State Skills Development Society MSSDS. The trainees completed courses in trades such as street food vendor, assistant electrician and assistant mason. Additional Deputy Commissioner S. Mara praised the trainees' dedication, emphasizing skill development as a key pathway to self-reliance and economic growth. The district Swachh Bharat Mission, in collaboration with the Mairang Town Committee, today organized a 5-kilometer Swachhotsav marathon in eastern West Khasi Hills. The event, flagged off by ADC A. Nongbri, saw enthusiastic participation from youth, children, men and women across the district. Part of the Swachhta Hi Seva 2025 campaign, the marathon aimed to spread awareness on cleanliness, sanitation and environmental protection. Nongbri stressed that cleanliness is a shared responsibility beginning with individual efforts. The program concluded with the distribution of certificates, awards and cash prizes to winners. And now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature recorded at 26 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature at 33 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 72% and the rainfall recorded at 8.3 millimeters. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature stood at 20 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature at 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 80%, rainfall recorded at 1 millimeter. Meanwhile, in Jowai, minimum temperature recorded at 20 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature at 28 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 78%, rainfall recorded at 1.4 millimeter. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jowai says moderate rain and thunder shower likely to occur at most places. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the headlines once again. Government eases GHADC financial crisis, releases Rs 50 crore for salaries. Cabinet reviews centre's uranium notification. CM reaffirms Meghalaya's opposition to uranium mining. Nong Thamai MDC Winston Tony Lingdor elected unopposed as new CEM of KHADC. And Meghalaya Police launches anti-terror squad to tackle terror threats. And that's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.